¿Qué tal, familia? I'm so glad that you were able to join us here in between sermons. Here we're trying to connect God's message from one Sunday to the next. The purpose of these micro devotionals, we can call them, is for us to see the continuity of God's message again, one Sunday to another, that we may see the whole, the total message that we are receiving, that God is giving us, particularly in this series where we find ourselves in these days. We are in the book of Nehemiah. We are talking about the practices of the spiritual life. We are talking about the disciplines of um, following the Lord, walking with the Lord, or the practices of discipleship. That is the main purpose or the main focus for our series. Last Sunday, June the 21st, if I remember correctly, the date, we were in Nehemiah chapter 3 and 4, kind of like a long text, a big portion of scripture. And we were looking at the unity that existed, or the unity that took place during this project of national construction, or rebuilding the wall that Nehemiah was hitting. Um, we saw how they were working together, how they were together um, facing this opposition. And the message of the Lord for us was that through the practices of our spiritual life, through the disciplines of the spiritual life, we should be closer to Him. That is one of the results, that is one of the purposes. That if we are if we're experiencing, if we're observing these disciplines, and these disciplines like prayer, fasting, the study of God's word, worship, if these disciplines are anchored on His beauty, who He is and what He has done, if these disciplines are showing more clearly our own condition and what He's doing in our hearts, the disciplines should move us to action. And this discipline should give us this intimacy with Him, from where we can have intimacy with another human beings, or we can have this real communion with others, regardless of cultural differences. And this intimacy, we will find also a refuge for times of need. That was the message last Sunday. This coming Sunday, going to move in the same direction, but it's going to be, the connection is going to be even more clear between our practices of spiritual life and what we are supposed to be doing in this life. And here we're gonna see a clear connection between those practices and um, our desire, or more than our call to fight for justice. If we are practicing these disciplines in the right way, if disciplines are anchored on Him, if they're showing us our own heart, they're moving us to act, beloved, these disciplines will give us the right context and the right perspective so that we may engage this life. Very specifically, Nehemiah chapter 5 will talk about our fight for social justice, a term that may be uncomfortable for some of us, but that's what it is. Right there, it's very clearly presented. There's a clear connection between how we are supposed to uh, live our spiritual life, how we're supposed to walk with the Lord, and how that walk with the Lord should give us what we need so that we can engage life, specifically seeking for justice, seeking justice for everyone. I hope that you can join us, beloved. I hope that this coming Sunday you would join us for worship. Know that we are worshiping at our building in the sanctuary, and the worship service is from 10:30 to 11:45. you cannot come, or for the time being it is not convenient, or for whatever reason it may be that you need to stay home or not worship in person, know that we have the live stream, um, again, 10:30 to 11:45. If you have any questions participating in the sacrament of Holy Communion remotely, please let know. No, we have the sacrament every Sunday, so I hope you can join us. I hope you can be there. If not, again, you can use the live stream. It's way better for all of us to see you, to have you in person. But again, uh, we hope that we can work, we can worship together this coming Sunday. Please be safe, take care, and God willing, we will participate in worship of our Lord this Sunday, June the 28th, this Sunday morning. So until then, may the Lord bless you and may He keep you. Hasta